Hey guys, what's going on? Tony here, CCxRC. We're going to take this JJRC Q46 to the backyard and we're going to bash it for you guys in just a second. I did want to tell you that I did do a test on the battery and it only charged to 1423 after I ran it dead after the speed test yesterday. So I don't think it's a 3000 milliamp hour battery as it says on the package, which I questioned anyway because of the size. It's the same as the 1500 milliamp hour size, so I was curious how they were going to do that. If you're new to the channel and you're here from the JJRC Q46, you should check out some of the other content we have on here. I've been working on this guy right here, getting it ready for racing. It's actual SMT10, but that's not what we're here to do. Let's go bash this thing. All right, here we go. So it's quick, it's hoppy. You see some of these smaller jumps over here. So this, down. So the control, I do get a little bit better steering out here on the grass. It doesn't bite as much as it did on the cement, of course. And so you do have a little bit more steering ability because of that. The steering on this are pretty intense. I mean, it turns sharp and it turns quick. Let's see how long we can keep it on four wheels. I'm going to avoid the jumps a little bit. Bounce it around. Over again. Alright, here we go. Whoa, that was cool. So guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been shooting a lot more of them in 4K. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you like that? Has it been noticeable? Oh, definitely very springy shocks. But that's to be expected in most of these because they are spring shocks and there's no oil dampening. So they do have upgrades for a lot of these vehicles. This rock crawler style. There we go. And so these ones are going to be shorter though because of the way that they're not on the trailing arm. These rear shocks are mounted differently. Oh, I thought I could save it. But yeah, overall I like how it has some speed to get around. The biggest thing is going to be the type of terrain you take it on and the ability to turn. So when I'm back there in that dirt on the other side over here, I can be more on the gas as I'm turning, whereas other places I kind of want to let off a little bit as I'm cornering, which isn't the end of the world. You just got to know your limitations. That was nice. And I work within them, but it definitely turns sharp. I really do wish that it was a steering dual rate switch on there where it says dual rates. Thought I had it. Can't get on the reverse quick enough holding the little camera. But as you can see, it's pretty quick out here. It looks, you know, good for what it is at the 16th scale size of it. Whoa, launched it. I want to try and jump that and land on the backside of the other thing. There we go. So it's top heavy, I'll say that. It tends to land on its lid when it does start rolling like that. And that's probably because of that hard body, which just looks super cool. Everyone's commenting on it because yes, it does look like the Capo 1. I'd said that in one of the versions of the video that I had made unboxing it, but I had gone back and redone what I was saying at that part about some of the other things, the body construction. And so the Capo line didn't actually end up making it into the video, but yeah, it definitely looks like the Capo. There was another speed truck, like a two-wheel drive one. I think Steve had it, and I think that Nate and Abby did it as well. I think it's like a big yellow one, but it kind of had this same look to it. and they were doing speed runs down by there. The RC Sailors were doing it. I think they were doing it on the road outside of the airstrip where they fly a lot of the planes. So if I'm remembering the video correctly, yes, I watched a lot of videos too, guys. Those were big though. I remember those were like 5th scale maybe or something. So yeah, so this is probably going to get us about 15 minutes of run time. I'm actually not going to leave the video running that long with you guys on here, but I'm going to run it all the way out, and when I do the outro, I'll say how long we got. But so far, we've been going over 5 minutes and doing well. Definitely getting the controls down a little bit. Like any car, it just takes getting to know it. It has pretty good range. Oh, please don't crash over here because I don't feel like walking all that way while we're filming. There we go. So that back end hop, it's definitely stiffer suspension in the rear than the WL Toys and the Feiyu that I did that were also 12th scale like this. So, and that is due to the way that the suspension is set up. In some ways it feels like it handles better than those, but then in other ways it doesn't. So it's interesting how that works. Because there's also bounce, and it gets a lot of travel on the bounce because of that suspension. So go underneath this little rope. Oh yeah. Bring it back. Tearing up all the dandelions here. But you can see I'm not going too slow when I'm cornering. We're doing all right on the corners. Oh. There we go. Started applying the brake in the roll, which is something I hadn't done yet. I was wondering if that would help me get it back onto the wheels again. Oh. Yeah, this is, quite fun. What this would be really fun is if you had a couple of them and you were racing them. That would be a lot of fun because everybody's on the same, like I said in the other videos, everyone's got the same handicaps and trying to know what the abilities are for cornering, for jumping, and that would be a lot of fun because it does have decent speed for a brushed motor, 12th scale. Whoa, stay on your wheels. There we go. Yeah, so I'm getting much longer run times now that I'm kind of in control of the car after I driving it for a little while. And we stopped. Could that be the battery already? It seemed to be slowing down there a little bit, but we've only been going for 8 minutes. See if something else happened. Maybe we flip the on-off switch somehow. We're still plugged in. Yeah, I think we hit the end. So yeah, I got about 9 minutes this time. I got 14 when we were doing the street run, but maybe because it's working a little bit harder out here in the grass, we didn't get as long. All right, guys, so that's a quick look at the JJRC Q46 Speed Runner. Out doing a little bit of bashing here in the backyard, getting you some run footage with it. It's a fun little car, that's for sure. When I get this over the WL Toys 12428, there's things I like about this. I like the hard body. I like that you can put little figures in it. And so if that's kind of something that you're looking for and interests you, I do like that about it. It does change up the suspension with it being on axle. And I found it to handle a little bit stiff, but overall it was a good experience. I liked driving it, and once I got the controls down a little bit better, I was able to handle it in the grass really well for cornering. It still has a tendency to roll if you're not careful, so know that, but a lot of these do, and you just have to get good at cornering and know what you have to do to corner. These tires don't help it. They're tall, they kind of roll over a little bit, and so they bite in and they help flip it. So it's just got a couple things like that working against it in some ways, but again, it's not terrible for the cost of what you're getting in at. It's quite a fun little car, working LED lights and everything. So yeah, we'll keep running a little bit and have some fun with it and see what we think in a week or two. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, we got a helicopter up above. There it is. Have fun RCing, guys. We'll catch you next time.